Welcome to Out and About on the Recumbents. Let's go. Ride low. Ride Recumbent. Hey, good morning. BJ and Joe Ondo out and about on the Recumbents, and we're on the Academy Blvd Path, I guess you call it. And we just came up the Rock Island Trail from the Int Federal Credit Union over at the Bond Shopping Center, and we're heading towards the Mavrick convenience station up here at oh goodness, what is it? It's Academy Blvd, and I can never think of the name of that road. Never. But it's up a few blocks here. But we have this real nice path here that keeps us from having to be suicidal and play with cars. So yeah, I hope you're doing well. Today is Monday. Let's see, I think it's the 21st. I think. Yeah. So like I said, it's Monday the 21st, I believe, and we're just out for a bit of a ride today, just a short one, because, well, we're still... like we've been talking about, Joe and I were granted membership in PACE, which is a senior medical program here in, well, I guess they have a national system, but this is PACE of Colorado, PACE, and we have basically what they call, I can't think of what they call the name of it now, but have a period of where they go crazy on us. I mean, you know, eye doctors, skin care doctors, dentists. I mean, they go to town. It's complete senior care. So the first couple of months is basically rushing you around from one specialist to the other, or back to your primary medical person. Our primary medical person is actually a multi-degreed nurse. You know, she has she's more than just a regular RN. She's got all kinds of added programs to her name besides RN, and we usually only see an actual doctor as if we're going to the specialists, and I think it seems to be how their system works. So you don't get a PACE doctor, you know, you get a PACE, personal care person. And, but yeah, Joe's got an appointment tomorrow, and I luckily I don't have an appointment till Friday, but We last Friday, Saturday it snowed, and howdy. We actually could have taken a ride on Sunday, but we had a whole bunch of errands that we needed to get done because of all the appointments. Kind of sucks up your whole day with the appointments, you know, so we decided to use the bus and walk and just carry the stuff that we bought. But today we definitely wanted to try to get in some kind of a ride, because like I said, Joe's got an appointment tomorrow, and tomorrow might be a decent day. I'll have to get a better look at it, but we both have, let's see, she has an appointment on Thursday, and then I have an appointment on Friday, and both those days don't look good at all. You know, it's like 50 to 60% chance of thunderstorms, and it might be raining when they come to pick us up. Okay, so we're here at the Mavrick station. Okay, it's Mazeland, Academy and Mazeland. I can never remember that street. I have tried to memorize that, but it just won't go in my brain. So yeah, we're gonna go over here, and they have a great price on iced tea, or you know, drinks period, and they have a little patio area, although there's no seating because of the homeless from the park next door. But they do have it gives us a safer place to park our trikes. So we gotta make sure. So yeah, we're gonna cruise in over here. Joe's back there. Got a truck coming out, and I think we gotta kind of sneak between these two cars here. All right. And they have some chairs right inside, so we're hoping that we'll be able to pick up a couple. And yeah, all right, so we'll get back to you. Bye.
Nice hot rod.
Thank you. Okay, well, we're back, and we like I said, you know, went up the Academy Blvd Path, and now we're on the back on the Rock Island Trail, heading east towards Powers Blvd. And another test for the wireless mic. So, you know, basically you should still be able to hear me if I put it way out here, or if I put it way up here. Or if I put it way down here. It worked just fine the other day, so hopefully it's working today. According to the lights, everything paired up, so I still got to figure out some way to make a clip to hold this I'm not sure, like a converter box or whatever, you know. Okay, I'm gonna have to kick up my e-assist because I can't shift down. That's one of the other nice things about e-assist, you know, if you got a camera in your hand and you need to start going uphill, you know, you can always hit the e-assist and give yourself a boost, you know, till you can switch hands and re-gear. But yeah, so yeah, we're just you know, trying to, like I said before, trying to get in a ride today. I hope you've been getting better weather where you are. Basically, I think today we I don't think it'll rain on us, but there are some clouds that are forming. You know, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon Mountain Daylight Time, and So, but I don't think there's much chance today. A little more chance on Tuesday, a little more on Wednesday, a whole lot on Thursday and Friday, and Saturday I can't remember. I don't think it's like fantastic, and they didn't have Sunday out yet. So yeah, we're coming up on the Murray Boulevard crossing light that at least the last time we used it worked. I'm gonna switch hands here so I can gear down one, make it a little easier to get across. But yeah, I'll have to pull this unit off. It's kind of a weird deal, you know. It's a GoPro unit. It's the only one that'll work. The one that came with the camera kit would have worked with like a phone or something like that, but there must be something in the little controller box that I have to hook my receiver to that can you get that? I can't get it. Hopefully you can reach it. No, I don't look like it, darn it. I was hoping you could. So we'll see if it works. It works. That is so nice. That is so nice. Yes. Yeah, that just worked like a champ. Somebody said they used it the other day. It didn't work, but just worked fine for us. And it's so nice. You know, now because you saw all that traffic, you know, and trying to fight your way through that, you know, that and in that wide of a intersection, just it was a real chore at times. Because you know, you get people that were good and they'd try to stop, you know, they'd stop, and the idiots that come up behind them, you know, would darn near smack into them because they weren't paying attention. So it's really good that you know, they did that. Howdy. Little guy in that trailer, he's sacked out, boy. He just sacked out totally. But yeah, so like I said, now you guys, if you're one of our longtime subscribers, you know this trail well. Just the old Rock Island. This was an actual rail trail, and it's in the we're kind of like in the south version of the Austin Bluffs area. As you can see, those, that's why they call it the Austin Bluffs area, because of those bluffs up there where those trees are. But don't know how good that will show up in the camera, because you know how these GoPros don't have, especially the older GoPros, they don't have any lenses that you can attach to them to magnify. Where the new ones, I think, like the sorry, bad bump, like the, I think the maybe the 11, 12, and the 13, but I know the 13 does, but I think the 12 does too. You know, they've got lenses that will magnify, that fit over the main lens. So, you know, you can instantly give yourself a you know, a ×2 or a ×4. I don't know how far up they go. But yeah, it seems funny they couldn't have built that into you know, this camera. At least you know, a ×2. Because I've had older style cameras that you know, it's a digital, of course, so it's not as good. You won't get quite as clear picture, but it would give you, you know, like 10x, you know, on the magnification factor. Ooh, makes me sound smart. Huh. But yeah, this is a really nice day. It's like about mid 60 Fahrenheit, and there's a coolish breeze, but it's not cold. And so any of you all out there have any really good plans coming up for any good rides coming up from Memorial Day weekend? We've got a couple of events. I'm hoping Saturday's not terrible because we've got our first, we belong to it's not really a group or a club. It's on Facebook. It's a Facebook group, but we are members of the Pikes Peak Region Recumbent Network. So it's more like a communications board. And but I'm leading our first official what we call the meet and eat. So basically we'll meet someplace, and sometimes we just we don't have a meeting place, we just you ride your own ride and get to the the cafe, the restaurant, sometimes even a pub or a coffee shop or something, and you all show up at a certain time, and then afterwards if y'all want to ride. But this one here, I'm gonna go not too far from where we would pick up our trikes over on the Pikes Peak Greenway Trail and pick up folks there, and then we're going to ride over to the season opening for the Tasty Freeze Drive-In here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Howdy. Give you a view of Joe there. Hopefully I haven't lost my mic. I need to find a little smoother area to let my hands off the bars. No, it's there. I hope it's in a decent place for you guys to hear me. But this last time, it was chilly enough to have on the jacket, so I had a bit of a lapel I could hook my microphone to. And today we don't need a jacket, so and I wear what they call a mountain bike style jersey. I don't like the regular 3-pocket jerseys on a recumbent, so I wear a mountain bike style. So it usually only has one pocket. If it has a pocket, it only has one pocket on the side. So but it doesn't have any extra thing around the collar, to be able to hook a mic to. So I just had to hook it like right underneath and hope, it picks up the sound. It's supposed to have a pretty good, pretty good reach. So, yeah, it's a wireless microphone setup, but it's a very simple one. Nothing extraordinary whatsoever. Okay, well, we're going downhill now, and then we're going to go uphill, really uphill. Whee! We're up to 22.9 miles an hour, 23.1, 23.3, 0.6. Now we're going back down now. So, that's coasting and not even trying hard. Now I have it on 3 on e-assist, so and it's funny, because I have mine set at 9 levels, which you can do with a Bafang. You can go 3, 5, and 9, because I just like the way I like the pattern. how it gives. It's like, my one doesn't have much, it's only like about, like 6 or 7%. So it's almost like not having anything at all. So I pretty much have to go to 2 to get it to really do anything for me. But 3 is real good, that hooks into that's a good power gear. That's a good uphill gear. But the most I've ever used is level 4. And that's because we were in some really heavy, fast traffic one time. But that's rare. Most of the time I don't ever go past 3. I've never tried 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But it's not what people think. People think, you get the super power boost in every single level, and you actually don't. There's only so much power. My system has 500 watts, so that's all you're going to get. It doesn't matter how many levels you're at. Thank you. And yeah. Okay, now we're going down a little hill here, and we'll go up another hill. Yeah, it's kind of funny. We've noticed that the folks on e-bikes, it's like, I don't know if they're using the throttle or they've just got it on, like level 5 of their, which is their top, whatever their top level is. They've got it on their top level, and man, I mean, they're stroking. And they do that all the time. They don't, Joe and I only use the e-assist heavily, when we're climbing, inclines, big inclines. We don't, otherwise we don't use the e-assist. Of course, now, we don't run around at, 15, 20 miles an hour either, like a lot of even trikes like to do. We just, easy cruise it basically, because, we just like to go, slow. We like to see what's out here, even though we've seen it a million times, it's still good, because you're out here. You're not locked in like we were Friday and Saturday and Sunday, basically. Well, Friday and Saturday. Sunday was actually decent enough that it was sloppy because stuff was melting, the snow was melting, but we were able to walk over and catch a bus and take it over to the big Walmart and pick up some household items. We needed, all our frying pans are shot, and the grease, what are they called, the splatter shields that we have for our frying pans, they were shot. We needed another set of taco shell holders, and found a neat set of those, and just several other things that we needed. And I needed to pick up silicone spray lube to use that on the trikes, on all the joints and that kind of thing. And for the derailleurs, the derailleur springs and the derailleur pivots and all that kind of stuff. And the little Walmart that we normally go to for food and for basic household supplies doesn't carry any of that. So while we were over there, had to get several things. The only thing I didn't get was I wanted to buy some new sweat pants, because man, my pants are shot. They're just about ready to die, but they didn't have any. I mean, it seems like it's awful early for them just to quit selling sweats. People wear sweats all the time. So I'm gonna have to go to a different Walmart, I guess, to get some sweats, which is a real bummer. So we don't have we don't have like a close Target store or anything like that, you know, because otherwise I go check them. But it's pretty bad when you end up having to, you know, it's like I said, last Friday and Saturday, you know, we had snow, and yet, you know, you can't go buy a pair of sweats, you know, they just don't have anything in stock. And they've got a few, you know, like 3 and 4, you know, XXXXL, you know, left over. I think we're going to try to go to the end. I wish they would have concreted this all the way, you know, to the current ending point on Powers Blvd. Well, it's actually on a little access road just before Powers Boulevard. And eventually, my understanding, they're going to make a make a trail along the access road heading south on Powers Boulevard, and then that's going to connect to a spot where it goes an underpass, you know, where they go under Powers Boulevard, which is a, you know, I mean, it's a full 8-lane, it's either 6-lane wide or 8-lane wide serious road. And that would be really nice, because right now it's a total mess trying, if you wanted to get over to to Powers. Either way you go is really kind of dangerous and not smart for a trike. But yeah, it's ground's dry enough today, so we could, I'm sure like on Sunday, you wouldn't even try this, because it would probably be really icky. It's amazing what one day can do as far as the ground drying out. Okay, well, like I said, we got this little cul-de-sac area here. I don't know where this guy's going, so let him spin around. A lot of people don't realize this road, the little side road dead ends. Like right now, this is this little access road I was telling you about, but it doesn't go all the way down to the next street. So that means you have to get out and play with the traffic, as we call it, or play with cars. And we try not to do that. So okay, since we're heading back the same way, I'm gonna shut her down here for a little while, and we'll get back at you. All right, BJ and Joe signing out for now. Bye. Okay, we're back. Yeah, we're now on the Shook's Run Trail. We came back down the Rock Island, jumped off, and stopped over at Bond Park. They used the facilities that they've finally opened up for the season. So yeah, we're just making our way down to oh, sorry, brain's tired today. Good Neighbors Meeting House, grab us an iced tea to go with our think bars. But I'm going to pull over here. Joe's got to get a hold of Pace. They've got some scheduling problem. No, go ahead and do it now. So, yeah, it's clouded up quite a bit. And still okay temperature-wise, but it puts a bit more chill in the, you know. Although Joe's got to get a hold. Excuse me. Joe's got to get a hold of Pace here real quick, because her appointment tomorrow is at 10 o'clock, and they gave her a time between 9:45 and 10:45, which that ain't gonna work. So, yeah, right now we're kind of behind the Safeway store here. And like I said, Joe's right behind me. She's got her bionic ears on. But she's got to wait till they actually, you know, come online. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it off for right now. Okay. All right. Well, we didn't quite get it settled down, but Joe left a message, so hopefully they'll call her back. Probably have to stop before we get to good neighbors. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to say thanks for coming along. We really appreciate our subscribers, and if you're new, please seriously think about subscribing. We'd love to have you. We're slowly working our way to 500, very slowly, but that's cool. It's just very impressive we have anywhere near what we have, you know, and we appreciate you guys following us along. But yeah, we still got a little ways to go to get down to good neighbors, but just to make sure we get everything put together, you know, basically just always remember, it's enough to be on your way. It's enough just to cover ground. It's enough to be moving on. Yeah. So hopefully I can get this video put together tonight and hopefully have it up for tomorrow. Won't have enough time for today. So yeah, like I said, we're on the Shooks Run trail here, which is another rail trail, although at the time I'm sure it was much more a minor rail trail, because I don't think it went down here to go to Pueblo, although there's a possibility that that might be true, but I don't think so. Yeah, this is another one of those crossings that they're going to put a light to eventually, you know. Howdy.
Right.
Thank you for your service.
Well, thank you.
Okay, well, we're going across. Yeah, it's got one of those, yeah, it's just a sign that says, you know, it's a pedestrian crossing. So I knew I had time, but decided I'd wait for Job in case they wouldn't let her through. So yeah. Oh, like I said, hopefully you guys, you know, are out getting some riding time in. We're going to be, like I said, on the 26th, we're doing our first PPRN meet and eat for the season. And then on the 27th, which is a Sunday, they have the first motorless morning, they call it. Basically, you can ride the Garden of the Gods, City Park, without any cars. They kill off the car traffic. So, and these guys just don't want to move.
Yeah. Doing well.
So, howdy. Thank you.
Afternoon.
You too. Have a good one.
You too.
But yeah, so we like the motorless mornings because that's 5 a.m. till noon. Well, we're not going to be there at 5 a.m. because it's still kind of dark at 5 a.m. Well, we probably won't get there till 9, but we got plenty of time, you know, to go through the whole park and before noon. So that works out real good for us. Where they have a monthly, starting in May, they have a monthly deal called the Hike and Bike. And it's kind of the same thing, you know, in the Garden of the Gods, but it's only from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Well, that doesn't work for Joe and I. So we won't be making any of those. They do those May through September. Now the motorless mornings, they only do twice a year, April and October. So hopefully we'll get a really nice day. Hopefully it won't be like bitterly cold. You know, because it can actually be bitterly cold at either one of them, although it always seems like the October one is always a little nicer than the April one. Yeah, we kind of got to slow down because this is the older section of the Shush Run Trail, and it has some major cracks all the way across. You know, 2 inches wide, 2 inches deep. So now we got to cross the street here. I want to take you the way we don't usually go. We usually jump off on the other side there, but this is the actual path, just in case you show up in Colorado Springs and want to know how to get to thank you. How to get to the Good Neighbors Meeting House for a good cup of coffee, or they kind of specialize in all kinds of waffles, and they have you know, what I call new age bowls, you know, with all kinds of weird stuff in it that I'm not going to eat. You know, Joe and I kind of like plain old American food, or you know, not super spicy Mexican food, or a pizza or something like that. You know, that's really, or a hot dog. Well, that's plain old American food. So that's really more our style. Now they do have an adult grilled cheese sandwich, which is quite good, and they have another one that has pulled pork and grilled cheese, and that one was really good. So they have other types of sandwiches. They have burritos, you know, like I think it's more like breakfast burritos, you know, like, you know, potato, but they do have a meat burrito, and they have a veggie burrito, but that's got all kinds of weirdo stuff in it. So yeah, well, we're almost there. Ready? And yeah, coming up on Good Neighbors now. Well, they still got the street closed. So we'll have to go over here and park in our private parking spot, as we call it, although it's not private. Okay, here we go. Now, this is Good Neighbors Meeting House. They have coffees and teas and oh, can't think of what they called them. They're not sherbets. Oh, smoothies. They have smoothies, and so they have a lot of stuff here. They don't have a lot of pastries. About all the only pastries they ever have is like they make a scone of some sort, like a multi-grain scone, or a granola scone, and then they also sometimes do cookies, and every once in a while muffins. Well, so I think we'll just end the video here. So from BJ and Joe over here, out and about on the recumbents. Till we see you next time, happy trails. Bye.